Welcome. We have a special What's in the Box today. We got a massive box from my buddy Nate over at Carbonite Creative. So we're going to open this box to see the new and latest of the Mando and Grogu wave for the new Mando and Grogu movie coming up on May 22nd. So without further ado, let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? So what I'm going to do to make this easier, instead of just trying to take the whole box and show you all the contents, it's pretty big and we got a lot of stuff in there. So what I'm going to do, this is how we're going to break it down. I'm going to open up, we're going to unpack everything, see what we got. And then for like the pops and stuff like that, we're going to take a look at each one individually. And then we'll break them up into shorts too, in case guys don't have time for it. You can catch the shorts later on the recap. But we'll do a really nice long video today, unboxing all the contents and take a look at it. Let's see what we got in here. Awesome. So let's get this box open. Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, I'm super excited. So what I'll do is do it like this. So we got our pop rides. So we got number 838, Zeb Orrelios in the Razor Crest. That looks fire. Look at that. And this one is probably the one of the pop rides I'm more excited. I probably would have, to be honest, totally honest, I would have been more excited to have Mando and Grogu in the Razor Crest. But hey, Zeb Orrelios riding it, I'm down with that too. But this one, number 837, the Mandalorian Grogu in the Imperial Remnant ATRT. Just look at that. Look at that. That looks phenomenal. So between these two, oh, these are exciting. These are exciting to have in the collection. Very, very cool. Let's go through and see what other pops that we got in this wave. And another box. Boxes beyond boxes beyond boxes. Nice. This is very exciting. All right. So how am I gonna do this? All right, let's figure this out. I'm gonna put you guys over to the side here for a minute. You guys take up quite a bit of space here. This way, we can do something like this. Oh, yeah, show all that glory. And what I'm looking at is all that glory. So let's start with the non-Mando and Grogu movie one. So starting to get the last few of my retro series order from Nate over at Carbonite Creatives. If you haven't, please check them out. Any orders over $65 get free shipping. Use the code POPTOGRAPHY, save yourself 10%, 10-15%. Check a look at it, carbonitecreative.com. We got number 834, Mace Windu retro series. He looks freaking fire. Like, he looks awesome. Awesome. That's going to be one I can't wait to get out of the box and put on the turntable, because he looks great as Richard. Love that pose. Love that pose. All right. So now let's open up what we got from the Mandalorian wave that we got. And I don't even know where to start. All right, let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. We got number 822, Zeb Orrelios. So this is the second live action, actually third, because I got him in the pop ride. So third live action we have, because the other one we have is from Ahsoka, and then we have the one animated series from Star Wars Rebels. So pretty cool to have Zeb there, and a great pose. Looks kind of like we saw from that trailer, where he's kind of like jumping, and he's got kind of this vibro staff kind of thing that he uses. I think it's like some of the Lasats would use. So that's very cool. Nice looking box art too. Again, this is exactly what we saw when we went to the New York Toy Fair and got into the Funko booth. It was a really cool time. And thank you, Funko, for allowing me into the booth and giving me a tour and everything. It was really nice. And look forward to maybe collaborating with you in the future. But very fun. This is really cool. Next that we got, let's see what we got next here. All right, here's what I got. Oh no. I got boxes and boxes falling here. That's what I've got. So we've got number 823, Grogu. But this is in that newer pram that we, again, saw in the trailer where Mando, Din Djarin is like, what are you waiting for? And Grogu jumps in it, tears out of there. But really, really cool. This is going to be another good one to get on the turntable. And again, if you are just tuning in, what we're doing is we're just kind of open up, see what we got, and then I'm going to do like a separate breakdown of each and every one of these pops. All right, here's the other Grogu. This one I'm really excited. This Grogu 819. This is where he's got his little pauldron, his medallion, but it's kind of like over top. The other one we did have, I did not get it. I almost did, but I did not. And I'm kind of glad I didn't and waited, because now I have this, and not to have too many and save space. I really want to get the ones that I really want to have of Grogu, and I think this one is absolutely phenomenal. 819. He's got his Mandalorian medallion there with the mud horn. You know, really cool. And in the trailer he says, you know, you got to get your armor on when you're going into danger. So here he is with his armor on. That's one I'm really excited to see. And it'll be fun to photograph too. All right, this one is absolutely fire. Again, these are all excellent pops. We got number 818, the Mandalorian with Grogu. And this one's pretty cool because we've always had Mandalorian kind of holding Grogu for the most part, more in the front. So this is kind of Grogu holding on to him, which is kind of cool, clinging on. So that's kind of nice. Very reminiscent of how we had Luke Skywalker with Yoda in the past. So I like that. This is kind of cool. Really, really nice pop. This is just phenomenal. Again, I just think that it looks great. Like the armor looks pretty sharp. The sculpting on that, it's got a lot of detail. That little Grogu, it's like a bitty pop hanging off a normal size pop. Like that's pretty fire. That's a really good one. This is a great, great one to have in the collection. And very similar to a lot of the posters you're going to be seeing. That same pose and everything you're seeing for the Mando poster. So kind of cool. I really like that one. Now this one of this wave, because there's another wave coming, but this wave so far, this is the one I was really excited the most, I think, for is number 821. It's called the Mercenary Droid, Mercenary Guard Droid. And it just looks so good. It's got so much weathering and detail on it. And this is the one when I was at the Newark Toy Fair in the Funko booth, I got to hold, and you probably saw that clip of me just marveling at this. Again, I can't wait to get them on the box, on the turntable, close up, so you guys can get a better look at him. Because I know how awesome he is. I've already seen him outside the box at that Funko booth from the Toy Fair, but he is awesome. Like, probably one of my favorite droids, let alone pops, Star Wars pops. That's how awesome this looks. I mean, the weathering, the character styling of it, everything. Like, it's a 10. It's a 15 out of 10. Like, it blows 10 away. Like, it's perfect. This is perfect. It just looks so good. You're going to be really excited when we take this one out and get this one on the turntable. That's for sure. But I also got something else here. So, not only did I get that, but I also got a case of the Cosby's, this Dark Side collection. So, kind of excited for this. So for these so this is what we're gonna do. For the Cosby's, I'm gonna do a completely separate video where we'll open these, because these are like blind boxes, and we'll see what one we get, and we should get them all. If we got a case, we should get them all, and we have a chance for a rare in here. So that's kind of cool. So we will open that up and do that a whole separate video on this. All right. Now for the pops and everything else, what we're going to do is we're going to get these onto a turntable and take a look at each one. We'll open them up, we'll take a look at them, and we'll get them on the turntable individually, because there's just so much here, and I think it'll be really cool. And then what we'll do is we'll break those up into smaller videos as well. All right, so let's start taking a look at these. All right, so we're going to start off of all these to make it a little bit more manageable. We're going to start off with number 834, Mace Windu from the Retro series. right out of the box, that new vinyl smell, new pop smell. I love it. I just think it's something kind of unique to collecting vinyl figures. Awesome. This guy just looks really, really good. Really nice. I just, again, I love the way they make him look like a graphic novel. I do wish that on the back, I do wish they still did the comic book covers that they did on the backs of these boxes. That's something I do miss. So, but regardless, this is just phenomenal looking as a pop. You've got all this great detail on Mace Windu, on his cloak and everything to give you the dimension and everything in the shadows of his robe. It's just really good. And on his tabards and stuff, it just looks so nice. So nice. And not having a lot of Mace Windu pops, this is just, again, really, really fun to have. I'm almost tempted to get another one just to, you know, maybe do something Halloween style, or like where I take it apart, put my own pop myself head on there. So, I don't know, something that you can do with these. I mean, but look at that. Let me see. Does this make, I wanted to make sure this camera's getting that, because that detail is just phenomenal. Look at that. Really nice looking pop. Very, very excited to have this one in the collection. Really cool. So what we'll do is we're going to get him on the turntable so that you can get a better look at him. All right. So next up, like I said, we're going to do Zeb Orrelios, number 822, from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which I'm very, very excited for. It comes out May 22nd. It's really cool that we're getting the pops ahead of time. Sometimes that doesn't happen. We tend to get the Funko Pops after the production or the event has happened. So very nice that we got some much better timing now with the release of things that kind of coordinate with the shows and the movies that are coming out with them. So very excited for this. Zeb Orrelios, 822 from that Mandalorian and Grogu wave. Again, great box art. Let's get this bad boy open. Looking cool, looking cool. Very, very cool. Let's take a look at this guy. So right off the bat, it's kind of heavy. It's got weight to it. The head sculpt is just really, really good. It's so detailed. Between his little beard and the hair on his mutton chops or whatnot, eyebrows. It's very, very well sculpted, but very well done. And then you've got like his clothing's got a lot of details into the pockets and everything, like the cargo pockets, folds in him. Really cool. The fur coming out from under, like he's wearing them like they're shorts. Really awesome. Just awesome. Great detail all around. He's holding that kind of, I can't remember what they call it. So if you remember, put it in the comments below. Like a vibro staff kind of thing. Something that the Lestats utilized, I believe. We saw that in Rebels quite a few times. But that looks like his weapon of choice. And he's bringing it along in this series. So very, very cool. I love that. That is awesome. Like I said earlier, we only have this Zeb. Now the Zeb in the Razor Crest, which will unbox and get a little more detail a little later in this. Then we also have the Ahsoka, where he's in the, or was it, no, it was the Mandalorian, where he was wearing the blue flight suit, or was it Ahsoka? I can't even remember anymore. Maybe it was Ahsoka, where he's wearing the flight suit, the blue kind of X-Wing pilot, rebel pilot flight suit, regardless, blue. And then we just have the Rebels one, so very excited to have this one. Let's get him on the turntable so that y'all can get a better look at him. And I want to hear your opinions again. So as we put these up and they're on the turntable and you take a look at the video, put comments. I want to hear if you guys are into this wave. Are you excited for the movie come May 22nd? I'm pumped. This is great. We're getting pops right before the movie, getting us really hyped and pumped for the excitement of it. So I'm excited. I want to know if you guys are. So next up, I think what we'll do is we'll do Grogu in the pram next. All right, so next up, we've got number 823, Grogu, and it's in the pram. And again, like I said earlier, this is that one that we saw in the movie trailer where he's like, what are you waiting for? Boom, Grogu jumps in, takes off. So this is very exciting. So let's get this bad boy open and get a better look at him. Again, with the box art. Let's take a look at the pop itself. Really cool. Really cool. This pram's got a lot of little detail in it, so that's kind of interesting. So in the movie, it looks like these arms, if you will go up or something like that. They retract backwards and then it takes off. So very, very cool looking on this. I love it. Or maybe not. Maybe I thought this retracted over it or something. I could swear it did. But they don't move, so they do have some movement to them, but you probably don't want to bend that too much, even if it's vinyl. It's a little harder up here, so that wood breaks. So be careful with that. But excellent looking pop. Again, Grogu in the pram, we've had 2 or 3 of these. But I think this is one for the new movie is just really cool. I wasn't thinking of getting it. I thought, oh, another pram. Honestly, that's what I thought. Then I saw the trailer and I was like, man, that looks so good. That looks so good, that scene. So I had to get it. Then it's cool. I'm sure he'll be riding this quite a bit in some scenes in the flick. So we'll be taking a look at him. I like it. Like it a lot. Great detail. Another great Grogu pop. But there is another one I'm excited for, is the one we'll be opening next. But let's get this guy on the turntable so that you can get a better look at him. And again, like always, put comments down below. Want to hear what you guys think of it. Next up, 819. Next up, better up. We got another one. 819. We got Grogu, and this is the one with the armor and everything. So let's get this guy out of the box. There is something to inbox collecting. You don't end up messing up the box or the contents in them, trying to take them in or out, like we do that are out-of-box collectors. But awesome. This little guy's got some weight. Like, honestly, wow, that's kind of cool. But I really love it. I love the pop. This is absolutely adorable and just awesome sauce. Oh, he got his little pouch. He's got the gauntlet. You can see the little dark gauntlet. That's really cool. So it's not just it's attached to his pouch, his little armor. That is cool. Oh, this is awesome. And I remember when they give him he gives a little salute in the trailer. I can't wait for that. A little salute. Oh, it's going to be awesome. This guy looks great. Look at the mud horn. It's got some weathering detail on that. That's really nice. That's a nice little feature they did in the sculpt. And I really just love the little piece of the gauntlet that you see here. I think that looks great coming out of his wrist there. That's really cool. This is the one of the Grogus that when I saw them, I think this is the one I had to have. Like, I didn't get the one previously where he had the mesh and you could see the medallion kind of sticking out of underneath his cloak. But I didn't get that. So I'm really glad I held off because I love this one more. I love this one more. Looks so good. Very good detail. Let's get him on the turntable next so that you can get a look at him. Again, put some comments below. Tell me what you think. I want to hear what you guys think. I know there's a lot of Grogu, so are you getting this one? Put that in the comments. All right, the next one we got is number 818, Mandalorian with Grogu. Really nice. Again, I just like this pop a lot. This one reminds me of the movie posters and promo posters that we've been getting. And it's really cool. You got little feet hanging out. It's adorable. Look at that little detail. That little detail of his feet. Look at that. Come here. Look at that. That is so good. So good. Yeah, the armor. A lot of nice little details in there. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people comment on this one that it seems like it's different. I wouldn't say that's different. But I would say in the pauldrons and all the little gauntlets he's got on here, you see the details just so rich and more profound. Just way better. Even on the stuff on his boots. I mean, it's not as big and chunky as it might have been in past sculpts. It's just a lot more finer and refined and detailed. Maybe from having done the perfection of these little bitty pops. Because you're getting a bitty pop and a pop on this one. No lie, you are. Look at that little Grogu. That's awesome. That is awesome. Again, I'm going to put this guy on the turntable so you guys can get a better look at him. Next up is this one. Again, I'm so excited to get this one out. 821, the Mercenary guard droid. Let's get him out of the box. This guy is fire. Oh. I'm gonna bang on the camera. This guy, I'm telling you, this guy is it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all the detail. One of the cool, I'm telling you, droid builders are going to be going gangbusters come this one. This is just such a cool looking. I just can't believe this, how awesome this droid is. It just looks so good. All that detail in the cape and everything, so good. Now, this is interesting. I don't recall. I didn't notice these little things as much last time holding them. I think I was just so shocked that I got into the Funko booth to be able to see them. But this detail is really nice. all that weathering. Look at that, gauntlets, everything. He's kind of like, it's like a Mandalorian slash droid. Like, it's just such a cool combo. I don't know what these things coming off are. Kind of Lobot-ish, but Batman-ish. I don't know. It just looks so good. This Mercenary guard droid just looks so good. It just look. I mean, like I said, losing words. Like, it has that battle droid look, but it has this Mandalorian kind of feel. Maybe not Mandalorian. Maybe kind of more like the characters that we saw in Solo. Kind of like that. Like, kind of rogue. I don't know. I'm so interested to hear about this character, though. And what watch. He's so awesome. He's going to have, like, maybe a minute detail or something. I don't know. But definitely a really cool pop. So I'll tell you that. So I hope he does something cool. Because this pop's awesome. This pop's awesome. Let's get him on the turntables. So you're going to want to get a better look at this guy for sure. Uh, 838 Zeb Orrelios in the Razor Crest. Let's get this bad boy out of the box. Now this is exciting. Now I'm going to have to reorganize my hot rod area just to make room for this sucker. That's for sure. Get in there. Really cool. Again, same consistency with the beautiful blue tones and the kind of star map kind of thing to Mandalorian on the box. Really cool. But you know me, I'm not really caring about the boxes. I care about the pop, getting them out of the box, taking a look at them, photographing them, put them on my display for collection. And man, this does not disappoint at all. Now, being someone that I did do the HasLab Razor Crest, so just as soon as you received it, if you were one of those HasLab owners of the Razor Crest and you received it, and then literally the very next episode after receiving it, they blew it up, I was blown away. Like, oh my god, what? Because it's just a cool vehicle. It felt to me very iconic to the Mandalorian, so I like the fact that they're bringing it back. He did, when he did receive the N1, he was still looking for another Razor Crest from Pelimoto. Now that we got Zeb cruising in it as part of his team. And we see here, he actually has that blue outfit that we saw him kind of sporting in what, again, I couldn't remember if it was the Mandalorian or Ahsoka. But we did see him wearing that kind of same flight outfit. So that's kind of cool that we see that here. But I still would love to have Mando and Grogu in here. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. If you could retool this, pop him out, so we could put Mando and Grogu in this, that would be fire. That's gonna sell like hotcakes, probably more than this will, in my opinion. In my opinion. But that looks great. Love it. Got the yellow and stuff for engines fired up. All the little detail in here. Great looking detail. Your door, cockpit, and Zeb. I mean, it looks great. It looks great. But let's get Zeb in the Razor Crest on the turntable so that you guys can get a better look at him. And last but very, very not least, the one I'm most excited about to start getting some imagery of Number 837, the Mandalorian with Grogu in the Imperial Remnant AT-RT. This is the pop ride I've been waiting for. Let's get out of the box. This is super cool. Now, as soon as I saw this, it reminded me, one, we saw that little trailer, but it reminded me, pop-wise, it reminded me of the Chewbacca in the little that's not AT-AT, the AT-ST from Return of the Jedi. Wow, how's I blanking? Lose my nerd membership here soon if I do something like that. But I think it's just being blown away by this pop. So excited for the Mandalorian coming out in theaters May 22nd. Like, in theaters, we're going to have some Star Wars again. I don't know about you guys. Super excited about that news. But this pop, I'm blown away and just super excited about this. This is probably one of the most detailed pops I've seen. No lie. Okay, so again, we're getting a pop ride, and a biddy. Take my money. Take your money. You're going to want to buy this. I'm telling you. If you haven't already gone to my buddy Carbonite Creative, my buddy Nate, at his store at carbonitecreative.com, get over there, take a look. The waves are out there. He's got these coming in. He has the retro. Get your orders in for these. You're not going to want to miss them. You're going to want these in your collection, hands down. If you order from him, use the code POPTOGRAPHY. You'll get 15%, and any order $65 and up will get free shipping. So trust me, you add a pop ride, 2 pop rides, there, that's the cost of your free shipping. A pop ride and a couple of the standard pops, there you go. But you're going to want to do this. This is just, look at the detail on this. You got the Imperial cog from this Remnant AT-RT. All the detail, you got the nice weathering, the snow kind of coming up on the feet of it. Even the details of here, like the little radio antennas and stuff. And all this back here. Like, honestly, Funko doesn't need to get that detail for something you're barely going to look at. But they did. It looks so good. You got Mando stepped in there. All that detail. That looks absolutely fine. This is the one, guys, I can't wait to photograph. This is going to be the one that I'm going to have some fun with. For sure. Ever since I saw that little sneak peek of the trailer scene, seeing this trying to escape the AT-AT, I just love it. I couldn't wait. Now, I know, was it Vintage TVC Collectors? My buddy over at Carbonite Creative got those in. And I know people are going gangbusters. They're selling out at this shop. But if you saw it, this is a cool vehicle. Just so happy that Funko was able to translate this into the Funko. So you Funko sculptors out there that especially work with Star Wars, because that's my passion. Love to chat with you guys. Love to be able to kind of just, talk to you, kind of get your ideas. Where you come up with the idea? Do you sit at a table? What's kind of coming down from the IPs that you get to work with? Like, hey, these are the characters and vehicles we want to work with. Can you do something with that? Love to just be have a conversation, to be that fly on the wall, to hear what that's like. Because these sculpts that you've been doing for the Star Wars waves lately, I mean, all your waves, but the only thing I care about is Star Wars, but they're phenomenal lately, guys. So if you're a sculptor from Funko, please reach out. I'd love to talk to you. Maybe have you and do an interview if that's possible, because you're killing it, guys. You are absolutely killing it. You're cooking. All right, enough about this. I need you guys to see this on the turntable so you can get a better look at it, because this guy is just phenomenal. You're going to want to get a way better look at him. Let's get him on the turntable now so you can get a closer look at him, and I want to know your thoughts. So I'm curious, of all the stuff that we got today, what was your favorite? What ones did you like? Like I said, we broke these kind of down individually so you can get a better look at all of them. I just very curious to see which ones that you like. Are you going to be getting any of this Mandalorian and Grogu movie wave? How about any of these retro series? This Mace Windu is pretty fire. I already got the Jango Fett, as you saw in a previous video. Just want to know, are these something you guys are going to be picking up? Are you excited about the Mandalorian Grogu wave and the movie on May 22nd? Put that in the comment. So again, if you enjoyed the content, please hit that like, definitely hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of Poptography. Until then, may the force be with you.